Hey everybody, this is Kenny White coming at you. I'm the lead pastor at the Crossing, and to my right, your left.
This is Hud, your executive pastor.
And hey, we have been looking forward to roll this announcement out to you for some time, and we want you to spread the news, and that is we are excited to tell you that we are going to be welcoming you back at the beginning of October. And for those of you who've been joining us and maybe found us while we've been online, we hope it's welcome home. We are not using the term reopening because this church has been open the entire time. We have had small groups meeting. We've done ministry up on the hill. We've reached out any way we could to do ministry in our family and in the community. So to us, this isn't a reopening. This is a regathering. So starting the first weekend in October, we have some exciting news to tell you, and we're going to try to meet everybody wherever that they're at on this spectrum and give them an opportunity to regather with us up on the hill in October. So Hud, do you want to tell them a little bit about the logistics?
Sure. The first service that we're going to offer on Sunday is going to be a 9:30 a.m. Sunday service. This will be indoors. It'll be limited seating. So we are going to have anywhere from 75 to 100 people. And mask will be required for this one.
And let me just interrupt you on that real quick because I'm going to interrupt him some. First of all, see these seats back here? They have already been socially distanced. We're going to make sure people are in here socially distant. But as far as the masks required, a lot of people may not have masks. We're going to have them at the door. We're going to have them for the adults, and we're going to have them for the children. And the reason we can do that is because Shelly Fry and a team of mask-making warriors have made like 500, almost 600 masks for adults and another 100 or 150 masks for children. So they will be provided if for some reason you forget yours. So yes, masks will be required at the 9:30 service indoors. Sorry, Hud, go on.
That's okay. Now, the other thing that'll be required is registration. Right now, we're looking to do that through Planning Center, but we will have more information coming out. We will send out emails or through social media. We will have instructions on how to register for the services. If you're not registered, we may not kick you out, but if the seating gets full, if you're not registered, you'll have to wait till the 11 o'clock service, which will be outdoors. So, again, mask required. Children will also need to register. We are going to do kindergarten through 5th grade for the children. We won't have anything younger than that or older than that. We just need to try this out at first, see how things work, and again, we're going to be as fluid as possible through all this. So right now, it's looking like masks will be required during the whole 1-hour service. Again, we will take direction from our state, from the medical experts on how's the best way to handle that. But for right now, it looks like singing's one of the things in a closed room that actually is a proponent of spreading this virus. So we want to limit that as much as possible. And we also want to make people feel as comfortable as possible while they're here.
Yeah, and so when we do our worship, just so you know, the people that are on the platform leading worship or my preaching, when we're on the platform, we will not have a mask on. So if that makes you uncomfortable, then we have other options for you. But even if you're, not sure, then you may want to sit a little further back from the stage. But we will not have our masks on when we're leading worship or when I'm preaching. But we are going to ask everybody to keep their masks on the entire time in and out of the building.
Now, the one thing that will look different, our first impression people, our greeters, they won't be shaking hands. I'm not allowed to hug, which is going to be difficult.
We've missed it for the last 6 months almost.
I might sneak one in here and there. Who knows? But if I don't reach out to hug, you know that it's not personal. We're doing this to keep you as safe and healthy as possible. So I think we covered everything on the 9:30 service.
Disinfectants, there's going to be a lot of it, a lot of antibacterial hand sanitizer. When you go to the restrooms in here, if you come to the 9:30 service, we're going to ask that you limit to like 2 people in there at a time. Again, and when you come in at 9:30, come straight in, go to your seat, and then when we're done, get out of here. In other words, get out of the building. You can talk out in the parking lot, but we need to get people in and out as quickly as possible to just keep people from maybe being exposed.
Now, we are also going to do an 11 o'clock Sunday service that will be outdoors under the tent that we've got up. This is we're offering this service because we know there's a lot of people that are anti-mask. We're not judging, but we want to give everyone the same opportunity. So if you don't want to wear a mask, you still want to worship with a group of people from your church, we are going to make that available Sundays at 11. And again, this will start the first weekend of October. No mask will be required. We will require you to bring your own chair. And also we'll require people to stay 6 feet apart. But really, that's kind of the only rules for that outdoor service.
So at 11 o'clock, we normally used to meet at 11:15, but we've changed it. So at 11 o'clock, if you do not want to come in the building because you don't want to risk it, or like Hud said, maybe you don't want to wear a mask, maybe you won't wear a mask, maybe a mask you're just not comfortable, then we wanted to provide an opportunity for those in our church family and our community to be able to meet up on the hill at 11 o'clock. It'll be the same message as the 9:30 service. The worship will be a little different because we're not going to bring out the whole band, but it'll be a chance to be able to spread out, and there's a lot of room under the tent. So even if it's raining, I mean, unless it is a gully washer, a lightning, or something like that, even if it's raining, there's room to get underneath the tent, and we hope to have that 11 o'clock service under the tent for quite some time. If you can go watch our precious grandkids play soccer in the elements, or go watch the Bengals lose in the elements, then you could probably gut it out for about an hour outside at 11 o'clock under the tent.
Now, if either one of those options don't work for you, we start this Thursday. We're starting at 6:30, and at least through the month of September. Again, we're going to test this out. We're going to have food trucks here for the month of September. So if getting from work to here crunches you for dinner time, you'll be able to have dinner here while you worship with us. So we are trying to meet as many needs as possible. Know that we miss you guys as much as you miss being here. It's been painful. It's hard to do ministry without people.
Yeah, and we have missed you. As Hud said, Thursday nights, we know it's tight from the time people get off work, so the food truck will be up here at 5:30. So from 5:30 to 6:30, come hang out, eat, and then we'll have worship at 6:30. Again, our Thursday night service is really our first service of the weekend, so it's going to be identical to Sunday morning. So if you haven't caught all this, we are trying to do everything. We know there are people who have no business being out yet. You're either immune compromised or you're just not comfortable. So we will continue to bring our 9:30 service live. It's been at 10, but starting in October, we're moving it up a half hour. So our 9:30 service will be done live, and it'll be online. So we will have a 9:30 online service live for those of you who just don't want to get out yet, and that'll continue long after this thing is in our rearview mirror. We will have a 9:30 service in here, but you got to pre-register so we can make sure we stay within the limits, and you got to wear a mask. And then we'll have an 11 o'clock service outside under the tent. For those who, quite honestly, to you, you've got to worship with a family on Sundays. Thursdays don't, for you, Sundays has got to be it. So we're going to provide an opportunity for those who love Sunday mornings to worship at 11 outside under the tent. And we're going to, again, try to figure out a way to reach all four of those groups of people, because we're all about trying to reach people and basically introduce them to Jesus Christ, who's the only one who can clean up the mess. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but not only are we having a personal mess right now, but it seems like we're in a global mess right now. So Jesus is the answer, and we want to provide as many opportunities as possible for people to have an encounter with him. Hud, you got anything else?
Last but not least, you may see some people on the live stream starting this week and leading up to October, and that is just so we've invited some groups in just so we can really get used to the flow, make sure that we're making this environment as safe as possible for everyone. So don't be surprised if you see people in the live stream in the next coming weeks leading up to October. You're not missing out on anything. They're just kind of the guinea pigs.
Yes. So with all that being said, I hope that answered your questions. We'll be sending out more details as far as how to be able to register and get your tickets first thing every week, so you can make sure to have one of those hot seats to get in here. So we'll be sending that out, as well as all this that we just said. We're going to try to provide a transcript for that online through our online website, through email, and through all of our social media feeds. Look, it's a lot to digest. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us as well, or just type in info@Come to the Crossing with your questions, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. We love you. We can't wait to be with you in whatever way that is that you choose to be with us. All right?